Hello, my name's Amanda and welcome to this very long-awaited tutorial where I show you how to make a Jake the dog pillow. I have promised to bring this tutorial to you for a very long time since I did my Finn pillow, which was sometime in the middle of last year. I think it was June or July I did that. And so after about 7 to 8 months I finally got around to do Jake. If, like me, and you're a huge Adventure Time fan and would like to give this project a go, there is a link down below to my blog where you can easily print off the free PDF pattern for this pillow. The steps that make up this project are quite simple to follow, so I think this is an absolute perfect project for those of you who are beginning or don't have very much experience with sewing and crafting. And of course, if you are one of those people who don't have very much experience with crafting, do this project with a friend or someone who knows what they're doing, and I guarantee you'll have lots of fun doing it together. So let's get into how you make this Jake the dog pillow. If you would like to make this Jake pillow, here are just a few things you'll need. A printout of the pattern, colour matching felt, craft and fabric scissors, sewing pins, PVA glue and a brush, colour matching sewing threads and a sewing machine. To begin, print out the pattern and read through the instructions. Then, carefully cut out each template piece along the outer lines using craft scissors. Pin each of the templates to the correct coloured felt as stated on them. To cut the 2 round pieces for Jake's head, fold a big enough square of felt in half and then half again. Place the template on top, ensuring that the arrows are facing the 2 folded felt edges, and then carefully pin in place. Slowly cut around each shape using fabric scissors. Then take the pins out and place the pieces to one side. And to make cutting out each of Jake's teeth easier, use fine pointed scissors. Next, assemble together Jake's mouth by placing his tongue and teeth shapes on top of the red mouthpiece. Once everything is in place, brush a good amount of PVA glue to the back of each piece and stick them in place. Then set aside to dry. To make Jake's eyes, take the 2 white circles and place them on the edges of the 2 black circles. Brush on a generous amount of glue and stick them in place, then allow them a few minutes to dry. Lay out one of the round yellow gold felt pieces. Place Jake's eyes close to the centre, then his mouth below. Centre on top the muzzle piece, and then his nose in the centre. Once you're happy with how the pieces are positioned, glue each piece down, starting first with his mouth, then each of his eyes, his muzzle, and then lastly his nose. Lastly, apply a line of glue to the top of Jake's ears and stick them down to the side just below his eyes. Then set aside to dry. Next, slowly and carefully top stitch around each feature of Jake's face using a sewing machine and matching thread. Now this step is totally optional. If you don't feel confident sewing fine details on the sewing machine, then simply skip this step. Next, lay Jake's face on top of the other round yellow gold felt piece facing downwards. Using pins, mark out a 10 cm gap along the bottom edge of the pillow. Then place pins along the rest of the outer edge. At the sewing machine, starting on one side of the 10 cm gap, make a small back stitch and then slowly sew around the whole edge of the pillow using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Once you've come to the other side of the 10 cm gap, make a small back stitch and then remove it from the sewing machine. Using fine pointed scissors, carefully cut little snips into the seam allowance. Then gently pull the pillow inside out through the 10 cm gap. Use a chopstick or pointing tool to help open out the curved edges. Next, use a generous amount of polyester toy stuffing to fill Jake up to your desired softness. To then close the 10 cm gap, fold and bring together the seam allowances and pin them together. Using a hand sewing needle and matching thread, slip stitch the gap closed. To finish the stitch, make a loop and thread the needle through, creating a knot. Plunge the needle back into the pillow and come back out, and then snip off the thread. And that is your Jake the Dog pillow finished. So how fun and easy was Jake to make? I really do hope that some of you out there will make him and love him just as much as I do. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, I have also done a Finn the Human pillow tutorial. You can click the link here on the screen right now. I made that one pretty much exactly the same way as Jake has been made. There's a free pattern that goes with it, and it is made entirely out of felt as well. Let me know if you are going to make this project. Let me know what you think of the pattern and if there's anything that I need to change. Any feedback that you have about it will be very welcome. If you'd like to see more of the things that I do here on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you come and join us for more crafty tutorials just like this one. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you another time very soon. Bye!